Hello YouTube, Size17 here, but you can just call me Travis. And welcome back for another collection update. Nothing else really to mention before we get into it, other than maybe perhaps rest in peace Killjoy, guy maybe namely from the band Necrophagia and stuff like that. 48 years old, too young. So yeah, obviously that was an obvious choice for the background music today. We're listening to Necrophagia, The Divine Art of Torture. This is like, I don't know, 2003, something like that. This album has, interestingly enough, Iscaria, who did some stuff with Immortal, and Mirai Kawashima, who's on the guy in Psy. So yeah, rest in peace. Yeah. All right. First up, 2018 release. This is a at least for my taste, this is a masterclass in advertising. This is the album from the death metal band we'll say for right now, Strychnia. Their album Into the Catacombs. I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but this album artwork is amazing. Immediately, I came across this on Bandcamp. Immediately, I assumed it was, death metal. Immediately checked it out on Bandcamp. Saw that, and not surprisingly, that the artwork is done by, I can't remember the guy's name now. And this thing literally has no information on it at all. It has the band's name, the name of the album, the names of the songs, and then literally no other words. No other words at all. Nothing under the CD. No words, no info, nothing. Anyway, I digress. I can't remember the artist's name, but he does all the stuff for Rings of Saturn, which, you can sort of definitely see the similar style. So yeah, ordered this pretty immediately. I gave there was one available track at the time, and I gave it like a passing listen or whatever, and it was, Techie Death or whatever, I sort of half paid attention. Didn't care, pre-ordered it, because I knew that I'd probably enjoy it. And, yeah, so I went into listening to this, sort of under the impression that that's what it was. It'd be sort of, technical deathcore sound, kind of like a Rings of Saturn, who I think is awesome. So, if it was going to be like that, I would be pumped up for it. It didn't actually end up being necessarily that, so at first it kind of put me off, and then eventually once I got over the album not being what I wanted it to be, I was able to kind of listen to it a little bit more and appreciate it. So, it's interesting with this. Oh, sorry, I lied. There's some words, the same information on the spine. What this actually ends up being, which actually is pretty cool, it's a really interesting combination of technical death metal, like deathcore, and actually like melodic death metal, metalcore sound. It's a really cool hybrid of those three. We definitely get that kind of like technical, wanky kind of stuff going on. I actually wish it was a lot more wanky than it is, but that's just how I am. But you definitely still get some cool technical guitar playing, which is cool. A lot of the vocals are mixed in between, like the harsh vocals. Or not the harsh vocals, because there's several different styles, but a particular style, the more metalcore-y style of vocals, I definitely would compare to whatever that guy's name, I can't think of the top of my head, from As I Lay Dying, which, it sounded so much like it that I was like, wait a minute, I know that guy's out now. Is this his band? I looked, I couldn't, I don't think it is. But it definitely doesn't tell me in this digipack here. Anyway, this kind of sounds like that. There's more of like the deathcore, more death grunty style of vocals. Yeah, it's just really cool. It's really cool if you're into all of those styles, you know, just sort of passingly even, I think maybe check this out, because it's kind of a really good meld of those three. Like I said, it doesn't quite get as techy as I would like it, but maybe for other people who aren't so much into like stuff being overly wanky just to be overly wanky, maybe it's the right amount. I'm not sure. If nothing else, check out this album, because the artwork rules, which actually now I'll show this off. It comes with a poster of the artwork. Wish it was like this, but it's not. Anyway, Into the Catacombs, Strychnia. Like I always do, I'll leave a link to the Bandcamp and stuff so you can check it out, see if you like it. Alright, now we got a lot of cassettes up next. Almost all of them black metal. Okay, let's start here. Girtablullû, which is a awesome raw black metal band that infuses dark ambient. Their release that came out last year, Exorcism and Moonlight. You can see there. I was lucky enough to be one of the fast-fingered people and got one of the limited 20 copies. Ended up being, I think number 20 on my top list of last year. Anyway, Fleurs du Mal, a label up in Canada, was doing a repress of the album, so I wanted to get it because I'm ridiculous, and so I picked up a few other items. So let's start off with the aforementioned Girtablullû. Yep. Here's the, let me pull it out. It's sort of a grayish hue. I don't know if it comes across as strongly on camera. Yeah, maybe there we go. It actually also comes on this gray cassette. Nothing on that side. Yeah, definitely, like I said, raw black metal, just razor wire guitars, killer vocals. The dark ambient stuff is really strong too, and I really feel like it's a good, the flow of the mixture of the two really work well together. Yeah. Zulthus. Same guy who's in Basmu, if you're into that project. I definitely think you'll be into this one too if you have not listened to this. Yeah, good stuff. Really into this release. And yeah, limited to 131 copies. One thing that I really like about, you know, I'm I don't know, maybe somewhat new to Fleurs du Mal, really. But I really like the fact that, at least on this batch of cassettes, their limitation numbers are like random, or not random, but they're, you know, they're not all round numbers like 50, 100, you know, that kind of thing. Like I said, this one limited to 131. Not sure how many are left. This is still available. I'll leave links to Fleurs du Mal. Not sure how much longer it's going to last though. Okay, next up, ordered this self-titled release from Haunt. This is a U.S. Black metal band. I think it's from Oregon, actually, maybe. Comes on this black cassette, which, with the red tape there for the, whatever the outside part, or whatever you want to call it. This is pretty good. This is actually released on a CDR, 100 copies or something. I didn't really want to wait around trying to get a copy of it. I put it on my Discogs wish list, so if it comes up, I'll see if I can grab it. But I wanted to listen to this now, so I picked this up. This released to 160, which is the most normal number of limitation for this batch. Yeah, this is pretty good. You know, nothing I would say that's super original, maybe, with this release, but the material itself is pretty strong. Just really good, solid black metal. I like this. There's something about I don't know, just this stairs. It's like, it just is very effective. I'm not sure why, but it is. So this is pretty cool. Haunt. I think this also is still available, and this is I feel like this band is kind of been pretty popular as of late, so they might not last either. So definitely check this one out too. Next two are actually, well, sort of next three, but next two are demos. This is I don't know, Baudus or Baudus. This is these guys are from, these guys are from Canada too, I think. This is a reissue of, this is Gone and Forgotten is the name of this one. The first version had like an inverse, so everything that's black is white, and vice versa. First version was out on 50 copies. This is out on 49. This is some really cool US black metal. Fuck off, as everyone is wont to do. I got as I said, first version was out of 50. This one's out of 49. I got number 41 of 49. This is some really nasty stuff. Really good riff. It's really riffy. It's really riffs. The riffs are strong on this one. They do slow down a little bit in there too. It's kind of cool, but this is overall pretty strong with the riffs. Very aggressive, nasty stuff. Vocals are the same. This is a pretty cool demo. I'll be interested to see what these guys do in the future. I like this picture of the, what is that, orc or a goblin? Probably an orc eating the rat. Did I show the inside of this? I think I did, yeah. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I like this one a lot. This, like I said, limited to 49 copies. Pretty cool stuff. I really liked this one. Baudus or Baudus. Gone and Forgotten. Alright, and lastly, from Fleurs du Mal, ordered the Caver demo, the repress, and then was happy when I got my order. I had a little sticky note on it that said first press. So shout out to Fleurs du Mal for just finding me a first press copy. That was cool. I did find actually the band is selling the first pressing on Bandcamp, so if you are interested in getting the first press, those are still available, at least there, maybe elsewhere, but at least there for sure. So I'll leave a link, or you can check it out and get the repress version on Fleurs du Mal, if that is more your fancy. Anyway, this is Caver. This is a US black metal band, raw black metal. Pretty cool stuff. This version is limited to 50 on this cool orange tape. The repress, I think it was blue and yellow. I'm not sure what I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure what it looks like actually, but that sounds pretty cool actually. This is pretty cool stuff. Just, nice solid black metal. If you like any of the other stuff that I've shown thus far, you'll probably be into this, I think. And you don't see much orange. I thought that was a nice touch, or at least not a nice touch, but I enjoyed it because I didn't have anything else that was orange. I don't think. And then I didn't actually order this. This is a Fleurs du Mal order or a release. I didn't order from them. They were sold out of this release. I got it through Analog Worship, I think is the name of it. It's from Meatwad. Showed me the way or whatever. This is Olkoth, which this is their demo, Treasures of Necromancy. They do have another demo before this. I can't recall the name of it, and I haven't listened to it either, so I couldn't tell you much about it. It comes on this black tape. This is limited to 104 copies, which I like because I have this thing that I routinely will say that I always say that you can't do it over 100%, but it's at times when I'm willing to speak hyperbolically. I'll say that's something that I believe 104%. That's how much I believe it, and I don't know. It was just a random number that I've sort of stuck to. So anyway, the number 104 has been enjoyable for me, just for random reasons. Like I said, released on Fleurs du Mal also. Olkoth dwells in a lair of reclusion, in eternal darkness among the tormented souls and cruel shadows. That's what it says there. This is really cool black metal. The guitars are really riffy and like melodic. It's cool because there's like a cool there's a cool like kind of like bad production, not bad production, but like I don't know, just like not like it's like down hallway kind of, you know, that kind of sound, but at the same time like the guitars sound really clean. I don't know, it just sounds really good. I really like the guitars in this. Keyboard heavy, 2 tracks on each side. And the second one, because they're both it's the Ghoulish Grail part 1 and 2 are what leads both sides, and the part 2 on the B side, it's really super keyboard heavy. It sounds super good. I like it a lot. The lyrics on the inside. Yeah, this, like I said, the demo. So like, you know, all this demo material actually, because in general, all this black metal on these tapes that I got in this particular week is all really, really enjoyable. In general, it's really strong. No, I really, you know, this ends too fast. It's like 10 minutes or whatever. But I'm interested to see what these guys do in the future. I'll be looking forward to it. Alright, next up I did an order through Black Gangrene. Missed out on 2 of the 3 of these on the first time around, and then forgive me. And then tried to get them at other distros and stuff, and the demand was too high, and I always missed out. So I just waited around for the represses to come around, and so finally got them. So I got these 3. First up, this is Orgy of Carrion. This is a reissue of their 2016 self-titled demo. Orgy of Carrion is kind of a band that's been on my radar for, I don't know, a long time now. And I just never really looked into them for whatever reason. As you know, the abundance of music is most likely the major factor, but I digress. Anyway, was like, I should pick that up and check it out. And this is really cool, raw black metal, just like no opening riffs, no, you know, intros. It just boom, raw black metal right away. Just really super aggressive stuff. Guitars are just, you know, just savage raw blackness. The vocals are screechy, just really cool stuff. I think I showed it, but on this black tape. Black Gangrene Productions logo. Like I said, self-titled. Just black on the inside. Yeah, good stuff. Really like this one. Definitely will want to check out other material by Orgy of Carrion in the future. I always kind of assumed that I would like them. Just, you know, like I said, for whatever, you know, the abundance of music, just didn't make the listening. This was my sort of main target all along, as I'm obsessed with this release, and that's the cassette version of Vampirska Kakofonija, or, you know, Vampire Cacophony. Like this red aesthetic going on, the red and black aesthetic. This is a raw black metal band out of Bosnia and Herzegovina, part of the Black Plague Circle. Their album last year, which I'm not going to say the title of, it's You, and then I can't pronounce it, was like, I don't know, number 12 or something on my list last year, somewhere around that. Really strong, really like that one. This is, oh, and interesting, I'll bring that up now, because now that I'm thinking about it. So this release has 3 tracks that were from like a demo or EP release from this band, and then the remaining 5 tracks are unreleased tracks. And so, and this is how it was in my brain, and how it was originally categorized on Discogs as a compilation. But recently, so I don't know if you follow the stuff you get from Discogs, and people edit stuff like that, which I sort of mostly pay attention but sort of passingly do. Anyway, recently all of these got changed to as not being compilations, and sort of Discogs' logic is that if it has unreleased material on it, it's not a compilation because where was it compiled from? I'm not sure if I agree with that logic personally, because my answer to that question is it was compiled from unreleased material that the band had. Like, I don't know, to me, like, if it is a greatest hits album, but it has, like, a couple bonus tracks, it's not a compilation anymore, because it has new songs. I don't know, that seems dumb to me. That's just my personal opinion. But, I don't know, tell me what you guys think of that particular logic. I mean, it's Discogs, so if it's their site, they can do whatever they want. But, I thought that was interesting, nonetheless. Anyway, really like this release. I don't really need to go into much other detail about it because I talked about it as I picked up several other versions of this same release, as I now have it disgustingly on all 3 formats. Alright, lastly, another band that I was not familiar with previously that's also part of the Black Plague Circle. This band's also from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Give me a second, because the band name is illegible and it's like ridiculous, or not ridiculous, but I don't speak. What was it? I think it's maybe an Albanian or something. Is actually what the word was in or something. Is that the one I looked up that was an Albanian? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I can't remember what it. Anyway, maybe Albanian was the title of the album. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This band is called Vrasësinerëzve. I'm sure that's wrong. It's Vrase with an umlaut above it. Siner, another E with an umlaut. ZVE. I'm not going to pretend that I even remotely came close to pronouncing that correctly, but hey, give it my best shot. This album is called Musickorum Tremorae number 2, or 2. It doesn't say number. Comes on this white tape. Like I said, this is a member of the Black Plague Circle. This is a cool experimental black metal band, heavy in the dark ambient. One thing I really like about this particular release, there's some black metal, but it definitely isn't the focus of the release. But there's this one specific part at the beginning of the track, because it's one long track. They're like when the black metal first kind of kicks in, it kind of like does this kind of like stop start, different tempo changes, and I don't know, it just is really cool. I like it a lot. This, like I said, this is heavy on the dark ambient. The keyboard's very, very prominent. It has a very cool, trippy, electronic pulsey nature to it that is very effective in creating that kind of, I think they're going for that trippy kind of vibe going on with it. Yeah, really into this one. I'm pretty sure all this stuff's sold out now again on Black and Green. Not sure if they're repressing it or not. But if they do, definitely check it out or find your Discogs or something. I like this one. Like I said, I wasn't familiar with this band before. They have, a number of other releases previously, including Musickorum Tremorae 1. So yeah, I'll definitely have to, either look into that stuff or wait for them to release new stuff. But this was pretty enjoyable. I liked it. So yeah, Vrasësinerëzve. Again, not accurate at all in my pronunciation. But that band, Musickorum Tremorae 2. All right, one more cassette. Not black metal. if you watched my my video that was a late entry to Farley's contest, I sort of talked about this cassette. So I'll show it and I'll retell that story for those of you who maybe did not watch that video. I apologize for those who are going to hear this again. This is David Bowie's Let's Dance. I do actually own this on CD. But I wanted to buy this on cassette because, man, I think I figured out, yeah, I think I was 6 years old when this happened. For Christmas, my parents, I'm pretty sure it was Christmas, actually. I'm not actually sure for sure. I'm almost certain it was Christmas, so. Anyway, doesn't matter. Parents got me my first, like, you know, boombox, you know, radio tape player, and someone must have, like, wanted to test it out in the store. And because for whatever reason, in the cassette deck spot, there was a copy of David Bowie's Let's Dance. And you know, I can't really think of a time previous to that where I had really ever like listened to music like as an album through like a lens of an album. And you know, I listened to that tape back to back over and over and over, like just constantly. Obviously, enjoyed doing so. So anyway, I just thought it was cool because it was sort of the first time really that I ever really listened to music, maybe in that kind of a way. And so I thought it'd be cool to kind of have like a physical memento of that, because I'm ridiculous and attach memories to physical objects like a hoarder. Never actually had the J card or anything before. Not that it matters, because this has like no information around it at all. You know, it's been a while since I'd actually, you know, sat down and listened to this album. But the bassist was killing it, and I was like, man, I wonder who plays bass on this album. It's actually Carmine Rojas is the name of the guy, but the information was not on this. I had to go break out my CD to find that out. Yeah, you know, lots of great songs on this. The title track, Love, Let's Dance. You know, Modern Love's a great track. All these songs, Ricochet, Criminal World, Shake It. Yeah, really big. You know, to be honest, I haven't listened to a whole lot of David Bowie. You know, I know a lot of maybe his most, you know, his really well-known songs and stuff like that, which I generally, you know, like. But for the most part, really haven't dived into his career. Maybe other people knew this. I did not. Previous to you know, just sort of looking up information on this band after buying this, but I did not know that Iggy Pop had recorded a version of China Girl previous to David Bowie, so I thought that was interesting. Listen to that one. I much prefer the David Bowie version, but I definitely could see how someone could prefer the Iggy Pop version. It definitely has its kind of like cool, like super mellow craziness vibe to it that I could see people enjoying. But anyway, I'm sure, actually I guess I'm not sure, as I found out that Sir Meatwad wasn't familiar with the song China Girl. But you might know this release maybe. Let's Dance by David Bowie. One more. Pop music, so if you don't want to listen to that, you can probably stop now. Had grabbed up my next section for my Up Next on the Shelf video, and this band was in there, and I was like, oh, I don't own this album, and so I changed that. This is Belanova with their release Fantasía Pop. This came out like 2007, 2008, something like that probably. This is a electropop group from Mexico, three-piece. Denise Guerrero on vocals. It's the only person whose names I remember. They have a guy who does like all the general music and electronic stuff, and then they have a bassist. Really like this group a lot when I first was getting into pop music. And particularly electropop. Did a lot of, you know, digging into the genre, and this was one of the artists that I came out of that exercise needing to check out, and ended up liking their material a lot. Really like in particular, the song on here, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Maybe I'll just show you how it's, you can see it's subtitled there. Anyway, I love that song. Almost just under 3 minutes. Just super upbeat, poppy. Like that one a lot. Yeah, I mean it's pop music. So if you're not into pop music, you're probably not gonna like this. But if you're into catchy pop music, electro pop stuff. With a cool electronic vibe to it, really catchy stuff, good vocals. Yeah, I definitely recommend Belanova. The 2 albums that sandwich this one, also good stuff. I need to pick up I can't even think of the title off the top of my head because it's in Spanish and so it's harder for me to remember the title, but it's Sueno something Volume 2. I need to pick that one up. A little more pricey. I've really been into pop music lately. This Candy Apple Blue that I came across on Bandcamp, which, by the way, I'll leave a link to this again. The band gave me an extra copy, so if you want it, I'll give it to you. Just let me know. Ever since I came across that, it's reignited my love of pop music, and I've just been listening to tons of it. I picked up a couple things, including this. I have a couple more things on the way. There's a couple things I've looked at that I want to buy, so you're probably going to see quite a bit of pop music, at least, in the upcoming couple of months for sure. Summer always seems to bring out pop music in me too, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but for right now, I'm enjoying it. But obviously, still listen to a lot of black metal too, so I'll still be, bringing the several genres as I always try to do. Anyway, Belanova, Fantasía Pop. If you're into this kind of stuff, definitely check it out. If you're not, then don't. Alright, yep, that's all I got for this week. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you're familiar with any of these releases, please let me know what you think of them. And otherwise, yeah, have a good day.